Welcome students from DAT Gandhinagar, and let me introduce about myself. I am Mahendra Chaudhary, assistant teacher of English from KP Patel Secondary School, Vijapur, District Mehsana. Today's our topic is picture description. Now this question is asked in section D. It is generally writing section, where you have given a certain familiar picture and you have to describe it in about 8 sentences. But I saw that some of the students still make some errors in description. So I will try to correct the difficulties with the help of my presentation. Okay, well, let's start the session. I request you, all the schools, to join it. First of all, students, let's try to know what is the question paper format in standard 9th and standard 10th. As you know that this question is includes in section D in standard 10, which carries 5 marks, where in section D in standard 9th it carries 4 marks. Another important thing is it should be of 10 to 11 lines in standard 10, whereas in standard 9th it should be about 8 lines. Last and not the least, 3 to 4 marks in standard 10 and 2 to 3 marks in standard 9th for incomplete description with some errors and some points missing. એટલે તમારા ડિસ્ક્રિપ્શનની અંદર જો થોડીક ભૂલો હોય, કેટલાક મુદ્દાઓ છે એમાં ખૂટતા હોય, તો તમને આટલા માર્ક્સ તો જરૂરથી મળે છે. So I'm going to start my picture description. I have shot out some of the main points of this topic. Let's know these main points. First is summarize what you see. ચિત્રને તમે જે જુઓ છો તો એનો સારાંશ તમારે રજૂ કરવાનો હોય છે, તમારે લખવાનું હોય છે. Second point is talking about where these things are included in these pictures. ચિત્રની અંદર જે વસ્તુઓ, એટલે કે જે વ્યક્તિના પાત્રો હોય, કોઈ પ્રાણીનું પાત્ર હોય, તો એના વિશેની વાત કરવાની હોય છે. And third is adding more details to your description. અને એનું વર્ણન કરતી વખતે પછી એના વિશેની કંઈક વધુ માહિતી ઉમેરવાની હોય છે. So we are discussing in this presentation with these main points. First point is summarize what you see. આનો અર્થ શું થાય છે? So the question is, what's the best way to start your description? તમારું વર્ણન શરૂ કરવા માટેનો શ્રેષ્ઠ રસ્તો કે માર્ગ કયો હોઈ શકે? Start with a summary. એક સારાંશથી શરૂઆત કરો. Giving a general description of. અને એક સામાન્ય વર્ણન આપો. સામાન્ય વર્ણન એટલે કે જેમાં what is in the picture, ચિત્રમાં શું દર્શાવેલ છે, and what you can see, અને ચિત્રમાં તમે શું જોઈ શકો છો. It's useful to imagine that the person you are talking, જે વ્યક્તિ વિશે તમે વાતચીત કર્યા છો, તો એની કલ્પના કરવી ખૂબ જ ઉપયોગી થઈ પડે છે, કે which can't see the picture, કે જે ચિત્રને જોઈ શકતો નથી. Think, વિચારો કે what does the other person needs to know. સામેવાળી વ્યક્તિ છે એ શું જાણવા માંગે છે, એને શું જોઈએ છે. What do you need to say so that other people can understand what's in the picture? તમે એવું તો શું કહેવાની જરૂર પડશે કે જેથી કરીને બીજી વ્યક્તિ છે આ ચિત્રમાં શું આપેલું છે એને સમજી શકે. So this is the first point. Second is talking about where the things are. ચિત્રની અંદર જે વસ્તુઓ દર્શાવવામાં આવેલી હોય, કે વ્યક્તિનું ચિત્ર હોય, કોઈ પ્રાણીનું ચિત્ર હોય, કે વૃક્ષનું ચિત્ર હોય, કોઈ સ્થળનું ચિત્ર દર્શાવ્યું છે. તો લેટ્સ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ ધોઝ થિંગ્સ વેર દે આર શોઈંગ. ટુ સ્ટાર્ટ ગિવિંગ ડિટેલ, તો હવે વિગતે આપવાની શરૂઆત કરો. યુ કેન ટોક અબાઉટ વેર થિંગ્સ આર ઇન ધ પિક્ચર. તમે એ વસ્તુઓ છે ચિત્રમાં ક્યાં દર્શાવી છે એના વિશે વાતચીત કરી શકો છો. હિયર ઇઝ સમ યુઝફુલ લેંગ્વેજ ટુ હેલ્પ યુ ડુ ધીસ. અહીંયા કેટલીક ઉપયોગી ભાષાની મદદથી આપણે આ કરી શકીએ છીએ. યુ કેન યુઝ ધીસ ફ્રેઝિસ લાઈક, આવા શબ્દના જે ભાગ, વાક્યના જે અંશ, ટુકડાનો ઉપયોગ કરી શકીએ છીએ. જસ્ટ લાઈક you know very well that there is, another is there are, and last is the picture shows. So we always do use this kind of phrases. And third point is adding more details to your description. હવે જ્યારે એની વિશે વાતચીત કરતા હોય ત્યારે તમારે એ વર્ણનની અંદર થોડીક વધારે માહિતી આપવાની છે. Now adding details એટલે કે વિગત આપતી વખતે don't try to describe everything in the picture. ચિત્રની અંદર જે બધી જ વસ્તુઓ આપેલી છે એ દર્શાવવાનો પ્રયત્ન કરવાનો નથી. ઇટ્સ નોટ નેસેસરી ઓર યુઝફુલ, અને એ જરૂરી કે ઉપયોગી પણ નથી. You should add detail to the most important parts of the picture. ચિત્રનો જે સૌથી અગત્યનો ભાગ છે એની વિગત જ ઉમેરવી, દર્શાવવી જરૂરી છે. Now see this picture description and then find it out what can you see difference in the phrases. This is the picture of a school. On the background there is a small school building. There are few trees behind it. The school has 4 windows and a main door. The sparrow is sitting on the roof. It is looking at the children. The school bus is standing near it. On the foreground, children are in the playground. The playground is in front of the school. There are different playing things in it. Some children are playing games. It is a beautiful picture and I like very much. Now in this picture, if you see that first we mentioned the subject of this picture, a school. Another thing is on the background. See this background. The background, small school building. Then has, to have. We have used to have sentence. To have auxiliary verb. Another thing is we also use present continuous sentence. Is sitting on. Here is looking at the children and is standing and are playing. Then another phrase is on the foreground. This is called foreground picture, and some of the preposition we use in the sentence, and at the last we use simple present tense in just one sentence. I like it very much. Now students, here is the first video which can be helpful to understand it, how to describe the things in a very simple way. Let's see this video.
What is in this unit? Describe the picture. Look at this picture of a farm. It fascinates us with its beauty. Let us now observe this picture and complete the description given below by using prepositions which we have learned during sentence formation. This is a farm. There is a cart in it. The bullocks are under the tree. The woman is near the well. There is a pot on her head. There are mangoes on a tree. Cuckoo is sitting on a branch of a tree. Children are playing near a tractor. There is a house under the tree. The birds are flying in the sky. Wasn't it interesting to describe the picture? Similarly, you can also describe your classroom.
Sentences. And so easy, we describe the picture in 8 sentences or more than 8 sentences. Now in this slide, some familiar phrases like these phrases we can use in our description. See, first is in the top left, second at the top, third is in the top right, next fourth on the left, then is in the middle bar, in the middle portion or in the center portion of the picture, sixth is on the right, seventh is in the bottom left, eighth is at the bottom, and last is in the bottom right. So this type of phrases if you use in your sentence, so at least 8 sentences you can make easily. Now see this picture description. This is the picture of a favorite festival, Uttarayan. It is also called as Kite Flying Day. On the background we can see a large mountain range. In the middle or center we can see fields, farms. On the foreground we can see children with their kites. On the left there is a boy with firki in his hand. His friend is flying a kite. It is very high in the sky. On the right there is a girl with her dog. She is sitting on the bench. Beside her there is a big neem tree. Her dog is watching kites in the sky. The girl is resting. On the foreground the brother and her sister are flying kites. They are talking each other. On the top the sky is filled with many kites. I like this festival very much. Now in this picture if you see that, first we decide the title of this picture. Generally we know very well it is Uttarayan and Kite Flying Day. Then on the background, see this background here, then it is here and here. You can see a large mountain range in the middle center, in the middle, that is here, farms and fields. On the foreground, now here this is the picture, that is foreground. In the foreground children with their kites. On the left side boy with firki here, that is here firki in his hand. His friend is flying kite. It's very high in the sky, very high. Now on the right, here is on the right girl with her dog, and she's sitting on her bench. Beside there is a big neem tree. Now a dog is watching kites in the sky. The girl is resting. On the foreground, here this foreground, brother and sister. Here I use brother and sister. You can also name it like Montu and Gita. Just you can write also name flying kites, and there's some talking with each other. Now on the top, this is the top side. Sky is filled with many kites. And generally last sentence you use simple present tense. I like this festival. So friends, here is another video which will focus on certain things and highlighted it and describe it in a simple sentence. So also look this.
What is in this unit? Hitu's classroom. Hey, look, it's Hitu's classroom. Come, let us take a look in his classroom. This is Hitu's classroom. Hitu and his friends are in the classroom. It is a big classroom. The walls are pink. The board is black. The ceiling is white. There are 2 windows in the room. The window frames are brown. The door is brown too. The floor is clean. The benches are clean too. There is a bulletin board near the window. It is green. There are pictures on it. Hitu is on the first bench. There is a platform in the classroom. The teacher's table is on the platform. The chair is near the table. The chair and the table are new. There is a book on the table. The book is very thick. It is a dictionary. The teacher is near the blackboard. There is a chalk stick in his hand. The chalk stick is white. There is a cupboard below the bulletin board. There are storybooks in the cupboard. There is a dustbin in the classroom. It is near the door. Hitu's classroom is clean and airy. Wow! Hitu's classroom is so beautiful with colorful things. I am sure you will remember all the things we saw in Hitu's classroom.
But how well different preposition used in different sentences. See, first, ballpoint signboard is above the gate. Here is signboard. Here is signboard. Then people are coming in from the gate. Yes, people are coming from the gate. Children are at the fair. Most of things, if you see that, children are generally number of the fair. Another is ice cream cart is near the chaat cafe. Here's ice cream cart and near the chaat cafe. Then 3 children on the elephant. 3 children. Now the train is behind the elephant. 6 children inside the train. If you count that, there are 6 children. The water slide is in front of the train. Water slide in front of the train. There is water in the pool. Water in the pool. Raju is sliding. Here is Raju. And also if you describe it, this kid also, Raju is sliding into the pool. The lifeguard is beside lifeguard, beside the pool. And at the last, there are trees outside the park. Now in the second picture, if you see that the subject is at the market, but here the topic is adverbs. So how cleverly different kinds of adverbs used in about 12 sentences. So let's see these adverbs, like the car stopped suddenly, achanak, the car stopped. The driver is shouting loudly. If you see the head outside the roof of the uh, car. Then the milk booth opens daily. The milk booth opens here. The milk booth. Then the chemist shop closes late. Chemist shop. Noor is eating ice cream happily. Noor eating ice cream. Grandpa is bending down. Grandpa. Hari is pulling the cart slowly. Hari. Atul is cradling the baby gently. Then Leela is weighing tomatoes carefully. Leela is. The tourist is looking curiously. See, yeah, his face, how so curious. And auntie is eating hungrily. Auntie is eating hungrily. Where can you see the auntie? Pani puri cart. Then there are people everywhere. If you see that in the picture, many people are standing in this picture. So at last, students and other friends, I hope that this picture description will helpful in your exam. And namaskar, avjo.